Hi guys, and welcome to the next episode of my van build series, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the design element of the build. So the majority of the jobs I've done up until now are pretty generic. Most van builds have to go through these stages and then you've got a blank canvas to work from. So we're at that stage now where we've got a blank canvas and we need to have a solid design to work from. We could just wing it, but the chances are it won't be how we wanted it in the end, and then we'll end up stripping it out and starting again. And I don't want to start again because I've already started again. The aim for today's video is to have a scale drawing with our layout mapped out exactly how we want it. I'm going to do a little bit of 3D modelling using a laser cutter. So I'm going to take my plan and put it into some laser cutting software and then cut a 3D model so we can actually visualise the space and see if the layout works for us. There's so many different designs out there already for camper van interiors. I've taken what I like out of various different other van builds and then I've incorporated them into this van layout. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you're interested in following the build, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you click the little alarm bell you'll get notifications when I post new videos. And I've got loads of videos already. We're at episode 10 now, so feel free to go back and check out my previous episodes if you're interested. So without further ado, let's measure out this space and get a rough plan. There we go. Right, I'm going to stop recording here. Basically I'm just going to take all the measurements from the inside of the van and then I'm going to transfer them to this drawing here, and then we can go put them into some laser cutting software, make a 3D model, and then we'll be able to visualise the layout. Right, there we go, there's the first piece cut. Obviously I've got a lot more to cut out, so I'm going to start building this up and I'll get back to you once I've done. Here we have the base piece. I'm just going to glue this together. So this is the second file I'm cutting, and this is just the walls. It shows the window here, the panels that I cut out at the back, and then the frames. That's just in there cutting away. That's the second file cut. Let's take these pieces out. That's the window. So I've scaled this model down, so 1 millimetre is equal to 1 centimetre. Just doing the bed slats at the moment. Will the last one fit in? That's the question. So this is a scale model of me. I'm taller than my partner and wider than her, so that's why I've cut myself out. Let's try me in the bed and see if I fit. Look at that, perfect, with a little bit of wiggle room. So if you saw the previous episode, you'll know that I've designed the bed area with these recessed cutout parts here, and that's to maximise the width across the van, as we're going to be sleeping widthways. As you can see, I've got a little bit of wiggle room here, and you can always sleep at a slight angle as well to give you a bit more space. So as long as we get a slightly thinner mattress, it should be quite comfortable to sleep widthways in this van. So for the garage area, the electrical panels and, you know, solar charge controllers, things like that are going to be on this side of the van here. And then on this side, we've got the gas locker, and then the plumbing is going to be at the back there, a water tank inside the van. And I want to make it so I can lift the bed out. I'll probably just make this in 2 sections like that. Oh, see you later. And now we've got full use of the cargo space for carrying engines or whatever projects I find and want to use a van for. And then you can still carry sheet materials down the centre of the van here. So I think that's a nice feature to have, being able to remove the bed completely. So this is my plan for the kitchen units. It's going to have 2 cupboards here. This will be the fridge, 2 drawers, the hob on the top there. You've got some worktop space. It's going to have a fold up worktop bit on the side here, and then a baby Belfast sink in there. Trouble is, it's got quite a big bit of worktop at the back of the Baby Belfast thing. I've already got the sink, so I may trim this down slightly more. So where should we put the kitchen? We could put it here, but then it'll be covering up the window. Anywhere along this wall, it's covering up the window, plus the gas point's all the way over in this corner, so that's no good for this build. So it makes sense for us to put it here. So with the kitchen area here, we've got the gas hob away from the bed, obviously, because that's a fire hazard. We've also got our sink far away from here because we don't want to get the bedding wet. And then we've got this worktop space in between. It's going to have like a charging station on here, so you can put your phones on the side and charge your phones there. The hob will be placed directly below the extractor fan up here, so we can use the fan on the extract setting to get rid of any of the cooking smells. The sink will be by the door here, and it will have a tap on the back, so you can turn the tap round and use that as an outdoor shower. In my original design, I'd planned to put a shower room in the van, and that would go about here. By looking at this model, I can see that having a shower room there is really going to enclose the space. It also makes it quite narrow down the centre of the van. So when you're planning your layout, I think it's a good idea to break down a typical day and where you're going to be spending most of your time inside the van. So imagine it's raining outside and you have to spend all day inside the van. What are you going to be doing? You're not going to be showering the whole time. So is it really worthwhile taking up this much space for a 5-minute shower? Probably not, but there are some really nice features about having a shower room in a van. Firstly, it gives you the ability to have a shower whenever or wherever you are, providing you've got water and a way to heat the water. I'll be talking a little bit more about heating water in a later episode when I get to that part of my build. So don't forget to stay tuned and subscribe if you're interested. Another nice feature is you can use a shower room as a drying room. If you've got a diesel heater, you can put one of the hot ducts into the shower room, turn the extractor fan on, and then you've got a really effective drying room. You can wash your clothes in the sink, hang them up to dry in the shower room, drying room, and then you should have dry clothes in no time. And last but not least is being able to go to the toilet in private. I know that's really important to lots of people, so having a shower room gives you somewhere to put your toilet and it gives you the privacy when you're doing your business. And then you've got this large seating area around here. Don't forget, we've got the captain's chairs, the driver one and the passenger one swivel round. So you've got this large seating area, and then you have a table here on the lagoon leg that swivels around. So you can sit between here and eat dinner, sit next to each other, looking out at the view. I always wanted the seating area here because it was nice in the previous conversion. You could open the sliding door and look out at the view or look out the window here. So that's why I've done it like that. To finish off this video, I want to share with you my final design. I've been through pages and pages of different plans trying to get the right design layout for this van build, what the kitchen's going to look like. I've had it all planned in my head really, but I just wanted to get it down on paper so I could share with you guys and also give us something to work from. So at the back of the van, we've got the double bed. As I mentioned previously, I'd like this to slide into one section and then we'll be able to remove it easily so we can use the cargo space. Down this side of the van is a kitchen area. This is where the sliding door is, and I want the worktop to taper out here so it looks bigger. This is a shower room. I'm planning to use a sliding door across here so you don't have the door open out into the space. It will have a toilet shelf here which will sit on top of the wheel arch, and then I'm going to put a drawer in this space which opens out into the corridor. So that'll be a drawer there to keep toilet items such as toilet rolls and toilet tablets, chemicals, stuff like that. That's just so you're utilising all this space underneath the toilet, or else it'd be wasted space. At the front of the van, this is going to be the seating area and also a third bed, because you'll be able to swivel around the driver's chair and then have this as another bed. I'm also debating whether to have this slide out to accommodate another person here. So then you've got a nice big bed between these. You'll be able to slide this chair around and put something between the driver and passenger chairs, and then you'll have a nice big bed. I'm pretty pleased with this design. I think this layout will work for us. I've got to run it past the boss and she'll tell me what needs to be changed. But I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful and it's given you some ideas and inspiration for your own builds. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time where I will be making the bed. Cheers, guys. Take care.